Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is Race on Oz. This is season 1, round 2, tier 1 of the Porsche Cup. My name is Nick and I'm going to be taking you through proceedings tonight. As we're about to get things underway, we're not too far away, but let's set the scene and give you a look. So tonight, we're going to be going around the Kayalami circuit. So it's a 4.52 kilometre, 16 turn circuit that the drivers will be going around. It's obviously a one make race, so it'll be a little bit different than what you might normally expect from a ROOZ race. So we'll just go over a little bit of the info. So it's a three race single make series. So last week we were in Budapest at the Hungaro ring. We'll walk through the results shortly for that one. This week we're in Kayalami in South Africa. So at a circuit we'll talk about very shortly. A lot of undulations, a little bit of a technical parts of the circuit. Also some nice sweeping long turns as well, but good elevation in the circuit always makes for exciting racing. And then next week it'll be the conclusion of the series. Just a short, sharp 3-week one. We'll be in Misano in Italy. That's a track that I'm looking forward to watching these guys go around. So a little bit about last week. It was obviously a little bit different than what it's going to be this week. So qualifying is going to be 2 10-minute sessions. So it'll be 10-minute qualifying, then a 20-minute race, and then we'll do a 10-minute qualifying and a 20-minute race again. So we had a little bit different last week where the top 5 would be reverse grid order, but not this week. We decided to, it was decided. I had no say in it. It was decided that that would be the format. So it was right last week. A River Runs took out race 1 with HSV and Slambo. They took out P2, P3. We had 11 runners last week. We've got 7 in the lobby now, so we'll see if we get any late stragglers over the next 5 minutes or so. Then it was Eagle Wind, Adman, Jab on Sickle, Fubble Trouble, Angry Old Fella, Wheezy Western, Gaz's here, and Ty Morgo made up the 11. And then the second race, it was Wheezy Western who took that out, followed by Adman and Ty Morgo. So that was the podium for the second race. And then you had, after that, it was HSV, A River Runs, Fubble Trouble, Eagle Wind, Jambon Sickle, Slambo in Knights, Gaz is here in 10th, and Angry Old Fella bringing up the rear. So that's giving you a bit of an idea. Last week it was Budapest. This week we're in Kayalami. Next week we're in Misano. So a little bit about the circuit. Kayalami. It's going to be an interesting one. As I was saying, 16 turns. One of the things, I guess, from a commentating point of view, I love the names of the turns. So pretty much every turn has a name, which not all circuits are like that. So it's had kind of a bit of a checkered past as well, the Kayalami circuit. It's been around for quite a while, but it went through, I guess, that boom and bust, then boom phase, as a lot of circuits do. I'm just thinking Snetterton is one of those where once the money dries up, you hope for a sort of like a white knight investor to come along, and that was similar to what happened with Kayalami. So it was a tier 1 circuit for the FIA. So Formula 1 has raced here in the past. Not anymore though, but it's open to a lot of GT racing. So South Africa, I guess you wouldn't say synonymous with motorsport. For those driving tonight and watching, I dare say, Coach Dave would probably be one of the more popular South Africans, I guess, in terms of motorsport. Not necessarily synonymous with car racing. So that's the circuit. My favourite, barbecue, turn 5. The left-hander there. Apparently, it's good viewing. So some footage on YouTube that you can watch on there. It's pretty good. Then you're down into the right-hander of Sunset, which you want to make sure you sort of you get your knot lines set up for that. And then Clubhouse, turn 7. So you can use a little bit of the curb there and also sort of ride the exit. Then you got turn 8 and 9. So they're the S's. So tricky part of the circuit. Usually required a little bit of a small lift there. Really depending on where you pick your braking mark. Some people pick the just the little Marshall stand on the left hand side there. So we'll see what these guys do tonight. Then through Lukop, 10 and 11. So that the left-hander sort of hairpin-like turn, if you can say that. And then so you can roll right through there over the curb. So using a lot of the curbs is pretty important here. Mine shaft. So that was named because the track does dip down there. So due to the steepness of the part of the track, they called it mine shaft. And then up through the crocodiles. I don't know why it's called the crocodiles or cheetah. Pretty hard to find information on this circuit actually. It was research was a little bit difficult. All right, and then the final left-hander, Ingwe. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. So that's the circuit. Going to be an interesting one. Obviously, we've got a few more in the server now as well. We've got up to 10. Big shout out to Vic Chan. Thanks, Vic. He's watching the Bionic Man. He had bicep surgery, ripped it off. He had it reattached to the bone, and he drove on Tuesday night in the Pro Series for Race on Oz. Just taking a little bit of a break tonight. Maybe he can come back next week. If not, he'll save himself for the main stuff. So we're going to get this one underway very, very shortly. We've got less than a minute left. We've got 10 drivers in the lobby. So this one, I'm looking forward to it. Last week was a bit of fun. It was quite good actually. The reverse grid. I think there was a little bit of confusion last week. So you had to have a mandatory drive-through in either, just mandatory drive-through through the pits, through the pits in either race 1 or 2. So I wasn't aware of that. Made it a bit tricky. I think it created a bit of confusion. So that's why we've gone just to the basic 10-minute quali, 20-minute race, 10-minute quali, 20-minute race. So nice and easy. Another great history lesson. Yeah, it's not that good of a history lesson. I'll take it though. But hard to find any solid information. So far, Snetterton has been my number 1 track for history. But yeah, always try to give a little bit of information. I just want to know why they call it barbecue. That's Barbecue Bend, turn 5. That's what I want to know. So we're finished free practice. So we'll get we can put the picture up for now. I'll just work out the logo. I'm trying to work out a good place for this logo at the moment. I've got to move it when we do the onboard because it covers up the telemetry. But we will persevere. All right, cool. So as you can see, 1:45 before we get this thing underway. A time there, a river runs. So last week's race 1 winner. It's going to keep me pretty busy tonight with my notes as well because I'm going to have to do a lot of writing down. But yeah, he had a good race last week. So took out race 1. He put it on pole. HSV, he's not in it. Oh, look at all these extra drivers coming in. Look at this. This is good. All right. I was a little bit worried for a few moments there. Let me grab a pen. We'll get this one started. Wow, we got 17. This is awesome. All right. This is really good. I'm liking this. All right, so less than a minute to go. Here we go.
Green light, give us all you can.
Let's get this thing going. So who's going to make their way out first? That looks like it's HSV from the livery. No, he's not racing tonight. He had that same... Oh, yeah, there he is. There he goes. Tier 1 and Tier 2 merging due to low numbers. Okay. Okay, cool. That's good. From little things, big things grow. What about Nige? Is he commentating? Does he want to jump on board with me? I don't know if I have him as a friend. He can contact me in the Discord. Alright, cool. So we've got all that sorted. Alright. We'll work that out. So HSV, so he had a good race last week. He qualified P2, finished P2 in the first race. Second race he finished P4, so nice work from him. We'll see what he can. So it seems like the Porsche kind of, he has a good affinity with that. Seems to like it. We'll see what he can do. So I'm not 100% sure the difference between the Tier 1, Tier 2, because we only had one race last week. So let's just all refer to them as drivers. And we won't worry about tiers for now. It's going to be good though. We've got 19 drivers. So 10-minute quali and a 20-minute race. Every driver's pretty much out there right now. Exo's still in the pits. He recovered from his enduro last night around Bathurst into the GT4 Go to Woe series. He had a decent race actually. So good to see him back. This is Dean Karki. It's a nice looking livery as well. So most of the drivers have got their own, they've created their own liveries. We've got a few that are using their the game liveries. Who else? Who's out there? So HSV led us away. Let's get on board. Oh, that's a. Oh, I don't know about that internet connection for HSV. That looks pretty average. He'll hopefully. I think he had issues last week with his internet as well. So hopefully that can get sorted out in the meantime. Branchy, I think he's a pro driver in the Race on Oz series, the GT3 series. See what sort of time he can set. No one's set a time as yet. It's a pretty long circuit. The Matt Campbell, the Australian, he in a GT3 he actually did a 142 around here, 142 flat, which is actually the race lap record. That was done in the Intercontinental GT Challenge. Not too sure if these guys will get to that sort of pace, but we'll just wait and see. Hopefully Branchy is on a hot lap and he sets the first time. And then BV Racing will come across the line after that. So Branchy goes a 146.8. So hey, that's not a bad time. That's pretty good for the first hot lap, if you like, of the session. Dean Karki, he sets another time. Hammer races with a controller. So pretty incredible that he can race this game with a controller. He sets a time good enough for P4 right now. So session goes by pretty quick. We're almost halfway. So drivers don't have a lot of time to get out there, warm up the tyres, get used to the setup, and have a go at setting a competitive time. This is Vert Wheeler. He's coming around the final turn now. Let's see, he's about to begin a hot lap. What about this man here, a River Runs? Is he going to set the time? He does at 145.3, so he goes straight to the top of the timetables. What about Angry Old Fella in that all gold livery? Looks quite nice and shiny. Makes his way through the final turn. And he goes P5, so good time from him. Fubble Trouble. He got into a little bit of trouble last week. So he'll be looking to do a little bit better. So he goes P2 right now, car number 2 in P2. 1.3 seconds behind a River Runs. So he's the class of the field right now as we've got 4.5 minutes left in the session. Max Gassett, he goes P8. This is Slambo Baggin. He drives a Porsche in the GT3 series, so he'll be used to this. He went pretty good last week as well. What about BV Racing? He was in the Tier 2. So he's about to come across the line now. He doesn't set the time. He's going to go out there and do that now. Just having a look for car 70. Gazza! Gazza's here. Look at this. Bit of teamwork from these two. Same livery. This is one that we saw last week, actually. So they're back. What about Team Little Bear? He drives a Porsche. Oh, look at that. The Union Jack. I'm digging it. I like it, Team Little Bear. That's cool. All right. He's yet to set a time. I think we see EXO coming around. It's a very nice liveried car. Yellow and gold. Or green and gold, if you like. Fluor. Oh, someone had a big tank slapper in the background there. EXO, he's about to go on a lap. We have just over 3 minutes left in the session. This man here, Slambo Baggin, is making his way. Where's that? That's coming through the crocodiles now. Yeah, so interesting part of the circuit. Oh, so the curbs can catch you out around here, especially through there on turn 15. As we saw just then, the car got a little bit upset. So he puts it in P13 for now. HSV. Alright, just sorting. Oh, HSV with a big tank slapper as he comes through. It's just through 4 and 5. This is Barbecue. Getting a little bit loose at the end there. We've got less than 2 minutes left in the session. It's still a River Runs with a 1:44.1. It's a pretty rapid time from him. He's in pole position. We'll get back to HSV. He's yet to set a time. Angry old fella. Oh, HSV ran a little bit wide through there as well. So just coming through the final turn there. He goes P6. So nice work from him. Slambo. He's about to come through crocodiles. We've got a few other cars in front of him. Just seeing if there's any that haven't set a time yet. There's 6 drivers that haven't set a time. Oh, there we go again. Hitting that sausage curb. That's coming through turn 15. So I dare say we will see someone upset the car enough that they'll turn it around through there at some stage tonight. The 2 20-minute races. Slambo goes up to P8. So nice work, Slambo. EV Racing, he's down in P17, so he's yet to set a time. HSV as well, so he was very competitive last week at the Hungaro ring. He is yet to lay down a marker in this session, in this round. Will he do it now? Yes, he does. And, oh, no, he doesn't. Sorry. BV Racing goes up, though. Just seeing who else is coming through. Oh, that's HSV at the end of the straight. He's had a big off by the look of it. This is Vert Wheeler. He's currently P13. Clock's gone 000. Oh, he's got it all sorts of crossed up. And he's gone around eventually. He was just missed Team Little Bear there. So Team Little Bear just escaped collecting him. So we've still got 4 drivers that have yet to set a time. as we wait for the clock to count down. One of them is this man here, Exo. Looks like he's had a bit of an off there, judging by the condition of his front bumper. Can he improve? Can he set a marker? Yeah, he can. P15. So the rest of them are in the pits. So it looks like it's going to be 2 weeks in a row. It's going to be that man, A River Runs, who's going to sit it on pole position. So congratulations to him. The rest of the cars are in the pits. This is the only man that can challenge. He's 1.6 seconds off. It's Dean Kaki. Everyone else has gone into the pits. Dean Kaki currently P4. 313. Oh, big tank slapper. He's not going to upset A River Runs there. So that is going to be the session. There's a lot more people to write down in this one than I thought there was going to be. But A River Runs, congratulations. He takes out pole position for quali for the race 1. Angry old fella. Hey, that's a good result for Angry. He did the Bathurst Enduro last night as well. Adman, D. Kaki, who we saw on the screen before. Branchy as well. So good result for Branchy. Gaza. Fubble Trouble, so nice result for him. And Butler Racing, so I saw him in the Discord having a bit of trouble with his setups, but it looks like he was able to rectify that. Slambo, he's in P9, and then you got Max Gassett in P10, so that's our top 10. Hammer, it's a good result for him. On the controller, Kamangu, so the man who did the video that was on Tuesday night. If you saw that, if you haven't, go and watch it. It's awesome. JCP down there in P13. Jambon Sickle, he had some connection issues last week, so he'll hope that doesn't occur again. Exo down there in P15. Vert Wheeler, he coming in P16. Then it's BV Racing. P17, HSV. That's very odd to see him down that low after last week. So I'm sure he's got a bit of extra pace in there. I'll have to see how he goes. I wonder which Nige guns it is. Is it that one? Just going to see if I can get Nige in here. Alright, I sent him a message. We'll see if he responds. And yeah, it'd be nice to have someone else, another voice talking. Alright, so 90 seconds to go. And this will be race 1. So 10-minute quali, 20-minute race, no pit stops. Alright, so no pit stops required, no reverse grid. It's just pure racing. It's kind of old school V8 supercars sprint racing, with a just the 10-minute qualifying 20-minute race. 19 drivers. We've got a mix of tier 1 and tier 2. This is going to be good. It's a cracker of a circuit as well. We saw A River Runs set a 1:44, so nice time from him. All right. Cool. Less than a minute to go. I agree, Vic Chan. Should be interesting. Hey, if you're watching, throw us a like. Throw us a subscribe. There's some great content on the ROOZ channel. We're just it's still burgeoning right now, so it's still in its infancy.
20 seconds.
So whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on delay, firstly, welcome. Thanks for watching. Secondly, yeah, throw us a like, throw us a subscribe. Lots of good stuff on here. Good community at ROOZ as well. So, all right. Enough of the spruiking. Let's get to the racing. So they're about to get away on their warm-up lap. So it'll be standard procedure. the long warm-up lap, side by side, and then we'll get going. So obviously ghosting on, as Adman would have ran into the back of angry old fella there. Yeah, and we're all good. All right. So they're going to warm up those tyres. So I'm just trying to see who does Tier 1 from last week. A River, HSV. HSV, keep an eye on him, I reckon, tonight. He was very, very competitive. He came P2 in the first race and P4 in the second. So I think he'll might have had a couple of issues in qualifying. Maybe couldn't get his setup sorted out, possibly. So he'll be one to keep an eye on, coming from the back down there in P18. So it looks like they're just left-hander, probably coming around turn 8, turn 9 by the look of it. The S's down the hill. And then they'll come up to that left-hander of Lukop. So Kayalami means my house in Zulu. So who is going to make it their house tonight? We're about to find out. Quite nice sounding cars as well, as most cars are in this game. They definitely nail the sounds. And these cars are no different. No traction control on these, on the Porsche Cup cars. So just that added degree of difficulty. So if you're not used to driving without traction control, it can be difficult. So we did see some drivers struggle last week in the Tier 1 race. Forming up now. Oh, that was Branchy getting very close. So that sausage curb there on the left-hand side of the screen, that's sort of just going out of shot now. That is going to cause some issues, no doubt. It's just going to be a matter of when, not if. Alright, so they come across the final turn now. Up straight, once they hit the start-finish line, they can go. It's going to be a runs, and angry old fella going to set off round 2 of the Porsche Cup. Everyone gets a good start. It's the drag race into turn 1. Slight kink right-hander. And then it's going to be the hard left, hard braking. No contact amongst any of them. Oh, we've got a spinner. That's 99. So it's Dean Karki. Better get it off him then. He's going to drop down there. So we've Dean spins at turn 1. A River runs. He's leading them away. It's a River runs. Angry old fella in P2. The timing screen is doing its little freak out again. But it looks like everyone else has managed to get away. Nice and clean. It was only D. Karki that was an unfortunate spinner. But everyone else, says Slambo's in the pits. You have to just wait for... Oh, there he is. Did he miss his... Did he miss his setup, maybe? I'm not too sure. BV Racing. That is at barbecue. So I'm not too sure what's happened to him there. It says that he's in P2. But he's back in the pits as well. So Slambo and BV Racing staying in the pits. Not too sure if we've got any issues with the server. No, it seems like we're still going. So... Okay. Alright, so we're still underway. It's going to be a River runs Who's going to lead the first lap? Angry Old Fella in P2. That was number 4450. I think that's Butler Racing. Getting a massive snap of oversteer. Adman, he's going to have a go at Angry Old Fella. Up the front straight here into turn 1. Sorry, turn 2. Turn 1's the kink. He's going to go up the inside. Looks like he managed to do... Oh, not yet. So he's going to have to follow him through turn 5. And they're going to go all the way around now. So through Sunset, turn 6. Got a bit of a gap has formed. You've got down to Guzzes here. He's the sort of the end of the pack. And then after that, it's Hammer. So we've got a bit of a Hammer train happening right now. The River Runs, he's just checked out. He's 1.7 seconds up ahead. Looks like Slambo Baggin, he's managed to get going. BV Racing, he's still in the pits though. Adman trying to put as much pressure as he can on Angry Old Fella. Branchy, he's only half a second behind. He's got Gazzers here. Gazzers right there. Trying to get past. That's down in P4, 5 and 6. So Butler Racing, he's up in P4. Yeah, but we've sort of got like almost like 3 little separate packs begun to form. But leading them all is a River Runs. Oh, across that sausage curb. We should do some onboard in a moment. We'll just wait for the race to settle. So Hammer seems to have picked up a little bit of damage there on the side of the car. So he's had a collision somewhere. You can see that on the front as well. So he's giving chase to HSV. So HSV, I mentioned to keep an eye on him. He started in P18. He's already moved himself up into P7. So 11 spots he's moved up. He's feeling good. What about Exo? Have a look at this little gaggle of cars. That's Team Little Bear leading them all. Exo putting the move on Fubble Trouble as they go through the turn 1 kink. Oh, that's that Dean Karki there in the background as well. I think it is. So this is a good little awesome foursome. A quad of cars, if you can call it that. So trying to set it up the inside of Exo there as they come around Barbecue. Might quickly jump on board with Exo. Oh, that's a massive crash. That was Dean Karki who was involved with that. So 2 drivers got taken out. I was just changing the logo. Oh, it wasn't Dean Karki. I think it was number 2. Can't remember who that was. Dean Karki looking to get past Exo now. This is the hairpin of turn 11, Lukop. And he's able to send it down the inside. This is where the descent begins. 2 very different lines there. It's got to be sort of just gentle on the throttle, ease it off a bit. Runs a bit deep. Oh, he gets a big snap of oversteer. He's almost turned. He has turned it around. So, awful result for Exo. So he's down in P11. So he'd be kicking himself with that. He was looking good, but I think it was Bubble Trouble and Vert Wheeler might have been the other 2 that we just picked up on that onboard who had it coming together. That was around 2, 3, and 4. In the meantime, though, Adman, he's giving chase to Angry Old Fella. He's having a good hard think about it. It's a sprint race. We only have 20 minutes. So it's a lot shorter than what most of these drivers are used to with the 60-minute format. In other classes, just a 20-minute sprint race the red mist can descend pretty rapidly. I think HSV might have had a bit of a moment there through Sunset. I think he has. He's down in... He's dropped a spot to Kamangu. And this is Dean Karki looming up behind. He's got a little bit of damage there. Well, it's some marks on the car indicating he's had contact with someone or something. Just having a look at Jambon Sickle. He's down in P13. Pretty sure he raced Tier 1 last week. He's got a lot of damage to the front of that car as well. That is... Oh, just trying to pick up the numbers. Oh, it's hard to tell from the liveries. I think it's Max Gassett. Yeah, it is Max Gassett in Fubble Trouble. Got some pretty good racing all over the track. Just trying to keep up with it all. Dean Karki, he's only 2/10 behind HSV. He's going to try and pick up a toe along the main straight. He's going to go through the kink. He's going to send it up the inside. No, not close enough. So you can take that corner. There's a few different lines you can take through there. Still deciding where I put that logo, but we're going to put it up there for now. It's out of the way. Track's optimum. It's 23 degree ambient, 28 track. So perfect conditions for racing. Speaking of racing, Gazza. He's racing with Branchy. This is for P5, P6. They're just coming through the crocodiles now. Oh, that was... Someone got off in the background. Might have been JCP. No, it wasn't. All right. Yeah, can't pick up who that was. But someone went off in the background there. This is Gazza. He's going to chase down Branchy up the front straight. So we're almost the halfway mark of this one. It's a River Runs. He's 6.6 seconds ahead of Adman, who's trying to fight off Angry Old Fella, who's in P3. So I think these two have changed positions recently. I did miss that. I do apologise. But they have had a change. So Angry has dropped down into P3. Adman's in P2. Both started up the front there. Angry started in P2, so they've swapped positions from the start. Who else? We've had some good racing so far. It's a good mixed up grid. We'll get to Jambon. He's only half a second behind JCP. There it is. We've been told the halfway mark has been breached. The field is a little bit spread out, so no pit stops. This is 20 minutes go to woe racing. So strategy kind of goes out the window. It's just who can get around the quickest. That gap between Adman and Angry Oldfella is a second now. Adman's still 6.6 seconds behind a River Runs. He was a class of the field in race 1 last week, and he's doing the same again. He struggled to... Oh, that was JCP running wide. So that opened it up for Jambon. He's able to sneak into P10. So JCP just had a little bit of a moment there. I've just been coming around turn 10 and 11. So he's all good though. Alright, who else is out there? Kamangu, he's half a second behind. He's behind Hammer. So Hammer's had a good race. He's in P6. He started... I should have probably really written the numbers of positions. He started in the lower half of the field. Alright, so he started P11. So he's moved up 4 spots. So nice work from him. 2.8 seconds now between Angry Old Fella and Adman, so that's sort of starting to stretch out a little bit between those two. We've got 8 minutes. Oh, looks like Hammer might have made a little bit of a mistake there. That was just coming through the S's. Out of Sunset and Clubhouse. Let's see if Kamangu can force a mistake from Hammer. Ah, the Kamangu livery dedicated to Michael Jordan. Ah, I like it. The red and black. A little bit of white in there. Digging it. Oh, number 23 as well. Big basketball fan. Wonder if he watched the playoffs today. Phoenix Suns making it through to their second. Oh, Hammer! Turns it around. That was just at the Crocodiles. So that's allowed this man to scoot on through. Number 23, Kamangu. He's going to move up into P6. Oh, fumble trouble. Looks like he has been in a bit of trouble tonight. Riding that curb through 15, through Cheetah. Cheetah is in the animal, not the person. Not the action, if you like. Alright, less than 7 minutes left. Pretty quiet out front. Field pretty well spread out as well. Let's have a quick look at a River Runs. Might do a quick on board with River. Just see how he's doing it. Sunset, that's turn 6. Turn 7, Clubhouse. So you can use the curb there. It's a sort of tricky part of the circuit coming through the S's. Looks like he's doing it pretty easy though. He's using all of the track available to him. This is a really difficult turn because it's blind. So it makes it very hard to, you got to make sure you pick your braking marker. So that's that usually people choose the little Marshall stand on the right hand side. Pretty much took that flat then as well. That was use that in front of him. That's obviously a back marker. That's a lap. Kayalami circuit with a race leader, a River Runs. Get back to it. There we go. Alright, so it's still Adman. He's in P2. P3's Angry Old Fella. Branchy up there in P4. Gaza, Hammer, Butler Racing, HSV Jambon Sickle, Kamangu. So maybe Kamangu had a bit of a had an incident there that's dropped him back down to P10 because he was up there with Hammer earlier on. These two cars look like they've been attacked by a Hammer. Got a fair few battle wounds on there. They're fighting on valiantly though, as we've got 3.5 minutes left in this one. This is race 1. This is season 1, race 2. It's mixed here tonight. Combine them. And it's 19 drivers. This has been fun. So can Butler Racing manage to get past Hammer? Oh, he's going to send it pretty deep into turn 2. Hammer's able to maintain. These are the closest 2 cars on track for now. Gap out in front, 6.9 seconds between River Runs and Adman, so he's well ahead. Gap between these two, less than a second. So it looks like Fubble Trouble, he's in the pits. Obviously no pit stops required, but he might have had excessive damage. Then he's just like, no, I need a pit in. I've got to get this done. Hey, Big Les, how you going? Good race last night, Big Les. I was quietly cheering for you. I don't know what happened to you at the end. Says Hammer loves to slam the door. Hey, there we go. So Butler sending it up the inside there. That's through Lucott, 10 and 11. So he makes the move. Can Hammer fight back? We've got 2 minutes left in this one. This is race 1. We'll do a fresh qualifying session after this, fresh 10 minutes, and then we'll go racing again. But yeah, Big Les, enjoyed watching you race last night. That was fun. That Butler Racing looks a little bit beat up. Alright, but he's going to go again. I dare say we've probably got a couple of laps left, just trying to pick up where River Runs is. He is... Where are you, River? Oh, yeah. He's just coming through the S's now. So, yeah. We will go one more lap. Hammer, though. He's not concerning himself too much with River Runs. He's concerning himself with this man here, Butler Racing, who went a little bit defensive there. Hard but fair racing between these two. As I said, Hammer, he races with a controller. He's got a good story, this guy. He's done some real-world racing, F5000s. He's had some interactions with New Zealand Australian racing royalty, the Richards and Gibson Motorsport. But, yeah, very cool. He's got a lot of real-world experience. Spends a lot of time helping guys with setups, which is awesome. A lot of guys in the ROOZ League do that as well. Where did he go? Where did Hammer go? There he is. He's still there. I thought I saw him maybe sliding off the side of the circuit, but he hasn't. But yeah, this guy helps a lot of guys out with setups. I know Vic Chan does a lot of that. And K-Man as well. So a lot of dudes who help others out, and that's what it's all about. Nice community feel, helping people get better. Ah, so you had a crash over the top, struggled with damage. Yeah, because Morningstar Mike pipped you. You guys were really close in the championship, so unfortunate. Sorry to hear that, Big Les. Nonetheless, it was good calling. I liked the races that I have called for that league. It was good fun. So, awesome season, man. Oh, Hammer getting a big snap of oversteer as he comes out of the final turn. We are on the final lap. It's a River Runs who's doing it quite comfortably. He's well out in front. He's about to come through 10 and 11, so he will finish off this race. These two, though, they've got most of the lap to go, so they're going to battle it out to the bitter end. This is for P7, P8. They're racing like it's for P1 and 2. That's what you love to see. Easily the closest 2 cars on the circuit for now. As I make sure I pick up this man here, a River Runs. So last week he took race 1, he qualified P1, he finished P1. He's about to give us the same dose again. A River Runs in a very, very clean Porsche GT3 Cup car. Comes around the final turn. Congratulations, a River Runs. He is race 1 winner for round 2. Adman coming home in P2, flashing the lights. Juzzy would love that. Well done, Adman. P3 is going to be to this man, Angry Old Fella. It's another clean Porsche. The all gold livery. Well done to Angry Old Fella taking home P3. Branchy. He's had a good race as well, so he will finish P4. As we see some of the smoke. Oh, who was that who hit the wall pretty hard? Anyway, Gaza finishes P5. This battle here that we were at before, so Hammer and Butler. Butler Racing, they're just coming through Cheetah now. About to come through Ingwe, the final turn. He's going to hold off Hammer, and he's going to finish P6. Hammer will finish in P7. Lights flashing. Kamangu, he's going to take home P8, so he had a little off that we didn't pick up with the river runs. So good work from him. P9, HSV. He started P18. That's a good result for him to P9. Max Gassett, have a look at these three. Jambon Sickle and JCP. Jambon Sickle's car's seen better days. JCP gets a massive snap of oversteer coming out the final turn. Maybe just a bit of intentional drifting. Oh, that was Slambo. That was Slambo doing that. Where is JCP? Look at that. Porsche's nice and beat up as well. There's a few of them going around, and that's pretty much everyone. Little Bear, Team Little Bear. He's in the pits, but that man again, a river runs. Could not be stopped. Took out P1 in qualifying, P1 in the race. Congratulations to a river runs. Ah, all right. That was fun. That was good. 20-minute sprint race, 10-minute quali. Digging it. But well done to a river. Good work. I don't know if I'll have time to write all of them down. Oh, I can go 1, 2, Angry Old Fella, P3. So Branchy, he started P5, so he finishes P4. D Kaki, he started P3, but he finished P13. Gaza, he started P6, he finished P5. Fubble Trouble, oh, he dropped all the way down to P17 after starting P7, so yes, he struggled in the race. Butler Racing, he started P8, finished P6, so good work for him. Slambo, he started P9 and he finished P15, so didn't have a great race. Max Gassett, he started 10th, he finished 10th. Hammer, he started 11th, finished 7th, so good work for him. Kamangu, he started P12, finished P8. JCP, he started P13, finished P12. Jambon Sickle, hang on, I'm getting mixed up here. He started P14 and he finished P11. Who was P12? That was JCP. I missed Jambon. All right. Where did Exo finish? He finished P14. Vert Wheeler, P18. BV Racing, P16. HSV, yeah, he was a big mover. Up to P9. So he was the biggest mover of the pack. So he's our winner of the biggest mover and shaker of the day. All right, we'll get everything set again, and we're going to go racing. We're going to go qualifying session. Another 10 minutes, and then another 20-minute race will be race 2. This is season 1 race round 2. Hope you're all enjoying your week so far as well. If you're in lockdown, hope you're well, staying safe. Good excuse to stay home and do some racing, I reckon. As a Victorian, it feels a bit unusual to feel left out. We're not in lockdown, everyone else is. But yeah, hope you're all staying safe, taking care of yourselves. Enjoying some online racing as well. Alright, so here's the second qualifying session. Another 10 minutes. Everyone will get out pretty quickly. It's going to be the Branchy who's going to lead us away. So he qualified in P5 in the first race. So he qualified P5, finished P4. Let's see what he can do in race 2. So most cars out on the circuit. River Runs and Angry Old Fella. They're still in the pits. Angry's coming out now. This man here, Bert Wheeler. Might check out some of the liveries we haven't seen. Haven't really gone through all of them. We sort of seen a fair bit of Hammer. We saw him earlier. Team Little Bear. Yeah, we looked at that one before. Union Jack. Very patriotic. What about Dean Karki? So he had a first race. Yeah, P4 he qualified. Last race. Finished P13. So he spun at the first lap on the turn 2, the left-hander. So kind of put it into his chances. This man here, so thanks to Andrali, let us know that Kamanga, he's getting on a bit of two-wheel action there through turn 15, through Cheetah. Nice and exciting. Alright, so all cars out on the circuit. I think it was it Gaza who was going to lead us away, I think, or I believe it was. So the time that was set in the first race was a 1:44. It was about a 1:44.2 from memory. Oh, that was EXO. And there was someone else in there as well. That's just at Barbecue. Turn 5. So not too sure what happened to him there, but he's managed to get going again. I think he's going to go back into the pits. Let's get back to Gaza. I think he's going to be the first one to set a time. So yeah, qualifying was first qualifying session was around a 1:44. So we'll see how close Gaza can get to that. First race he qualified P6. So nice session from him there. Coming, this is through Mineshaft, so I named that after the steepness of it. That's Slambo, I think, in the background, going very, very deep on the brakes. Oh, Gaza, he's run wide. All right. Who else is coming through now? I think it was 101. I think that was Slambo. Yeah. Going to be the first one to set a time in the session. He is. It goes to 1:47.1. So I don't think that's going to be good enough to get pole position. Kamangu, he comes in P2, so he sets another time. Vert Wheeler just coming around 16 now. He goes P3. What about Jambon? No internet connection issues this week. He goes P3. BV Racing. He'll come over to set of times. We're almost halfway through the session, so only a 10-minute qualifying session. Goes by pretty quick. The whole thing goes by pretty quick, to be fair. Branchy, we jumped on him with him earlier, so he's not going to set a time on this one. Angry Old Fella. So he was P2 in race 1. Where is a River Runs? He's on the screen right now. He goes a River, a 1:44.1. So that's pretty much close to what he did in the first race. He's on pole position by quite a long way. Fubble Trouble, he sets a time. Exo, he crosses the line. We saw him have a little mistake earlier on. He's managed to get things going again. Vic Chan, you wish you could race these cars? Well, you can, one day. Got to rest up. Maybe next week you might be able to do it. In the meantime, enjoy these guys. Going around. Who else do we have? You wish you could use both arms. I don't blame you. I would be a much bigger sook than you. You raced on Tuesday night. I don't think I could do that. I'm not that tough. Adman, he had a competitive race 1. He goes P3. So nice work for him. 4 minutes left in the session. What about Vert Wheeler? Can he improve on his time? He can. He goes up into P6. So nice result for Vert Wheeler. Jambon Sickle, he's coming across the line now. He goes into P4. So time's starting to tumble now. Gazza's here in P11. Team Little Bear. What can Team Little Bear do with the Union Jack livery? He's going to set a time. Alright, BV Racing. He goes P11. Just trying to keep up with everyone. Angry Old Fella. He was up there at the front all the way from qualifying to the race. And he goes P4. So a good time from him. A River. He's coming around again. Will he improve on his time? No, he doesn't. Not for now anyway. Number 2, Fubble Trouble. He's currently P8. He moves up into P6. So nice work from him. Exo. Surely this is a hot lap from Exo. See what he can do. He goes into P13. Ooh, spooky. 666 in P13. If you believe in all that sort of stuff. Power to you. Max Gassett. He's in P12. What can he do? He goes P9. So nice work from him. This is HSV. I'm expecting a good time from him right now. And he doesn't disappoint. So he goes P5. Nice work. We've got 2.5 minutes left in the session. Butler Racing. We saw him with a nice battle between him and Hammer in the first race. Hammer is currently... Where are you, Hammer? We've got 20 cars. Bounty's joined us. Butler, P13. So he takes the spot of Exo. Vert Wheeler is currently P11. Does he improve on his time? He does. He goes up into P10. Gaz is here in P18 for now. Let's see if he can improve on that. He doesn't. Jambon Sickle. He doesn't improve on his time either. We've got just under 2 minutes left in the session. Team Little Bear and the Union Jack. Is this going to be the lap that he sets a time? Yes, it is. P18. Dean Karki. He's coming around. I just guessed that one. That's all right. He's currently P20. He moves into P13. So nice result for him. What about Fubble Trouble? He's coming around the final turn. This is thick and fast action. We've got 90 seconds left in the session. We've got 20 cars out. Well, 20 cars in the lobby now. So Bounty's joined us. He has moved into P12. So nice result for Bounty. Exo coming to set another time. P18 right now. He moves up into P17. Max Gassett. Number 28. Max Gassett 28 is the username. So he has an affinity with the number 28. Doesn't want to be 28. He's P11, so that'll do for now. 101. Slambo, he's currently P2. Can he pit a River Runs? It's going to be pretty tough. It's a very fast time from River. It's fast times in general from everyone, I have to admit. He can't improve his time. Butler Racing, he's down in P15. We've got less than a minute left in the session. Adman's out there as well. Butler Racing, he jumps up into P6. So good result for him. I'll get to you in a minute, Vic Chan. I saw that last comment. I'll get to you in a moment. We've got to finish this up though. Just about 20 seconds left in the session. Kamangu, he's in P12. Team Little Bear, he's just coming through. That was through Cheetah. Cheetah's the one with the 10-15 is with the big sausage curb. All right, time is set to expire. A River, is he going to improve his time? He's a 44.1 right now. Comes around that final turn and he doesn't. He goes faster, 4/10 faster. A 1:43.7. Wow, that's quick. That's very quick. We've got Fubble Trouble. He's currently P7. Exo down there as well. He'll remain in P7 as we've gone 000. So these will be the last lap for these cars. Final chance to gain a position. Exo, he's going to start in P18. This is Vert Wheeler. I think he's going to be pretty much the last of the runners out there. And he is currently P13. And that's... Oh, I kept it on the wrong one. Oh, that's okay. Who are we with? 37. Oh, we're with Bert Wheeler. That's okay. That'll be okay. All right, cool. That is our grid. So once again, a River Runs takes P1. Look at that. Look who it is. It's HSV up there in P2. Well done to him. Slambo Baggin in P3. Adman, he is in P4. Angry, not as good as race 1, but still pretty good anyway. Butler in P5. P6, sorry. Fubble Trouble in P7. And then you've got Branchy in P8. Gaza in P9. Jambon Sickle in P10. Then Max Gassett in P11. Kamangu, he started in P11 the race 1. He's starting there again, so he'll be familiar with that starting position so far tonight. Vert Wheeler in P13. What have we got? Bounty, so he jumped in for race 2. He's down there in P14. P15 is D Karki. Raced against Dean Karki. Good driver, I reckon. GCP 81. Down there in 16. 17th, Hammer. Then it's EXO. Then it is BV Racing. And then bringing up the rear is Team Little Bear. So that's going to be our grid for race 2. This is Series 1, race 2 of 3. Race 2 coming up. Round 2 of 3, I should say. So Vic Chan, man, I wish I could race these cars. Actually wish I could use both arms. It wasn't easy. Arms tired as I haven't been able to train for weeks. So that one working arm is fatigued. Yeah, that would be... Because you did like a 60-minute race. So that would be pretty brutal on your... on arms that haven't been able to be used. You don't realise the efficiency of 2 arms driving until one is disabled. You know what? I reckon you could probably say that for a lot of things. You know, lifting stuff, just things in general where you've got if you're missing the ability to use one arm. So yeah, but thanks for watching, Vic Chan, and everyone else as well, whether you're watching live or on replay. If you're watching on replay and watching at work, I hope you're watching on work time, getting paid for it. Nothing better than that. Good luck to you if you can do that. 1:43.7 was the pole position time from a River Runs. A 1:42 flat is the Matt Campbell lap record in the G911 GT3R Intercontinental GT Challenge. So a River Runs is pretty close to the race lap record set by another Australian. I assume, I make no assumptions. A River Runs, he could be any nationality. But yeah, there you go. A little bit of Australian history tied to this circuit in South Africa. So we've got
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Oh, Andrali. I know what it's like, Vic. My fingers had a fight with a drop saw. Whoa. Fingers no longer straight. That is brutal. Ah, that's rough, Andrali. That's it. Yeah, Vic Chan, I'm with you. That does sound ouch. All right, there. All right. On that note, gonna warm up again. Looks like the weather's a little bit more overcast for this race. Kind of similar. It was a little bit more sunny in the first one. A little bit more overcast for this one, so we'll see if that becomes a factor. No one's got their lights on yet, but we might see them come on a little bit later in the race. So 20-minute race. This is race 2, round 2. Last week we were in Hungaroring. This week we're at Kayalami. I have to say I enjoy this circuit. I was not familiar with it before this game, so I don't think it's really had much presence in video games in the past. So it's good to see some nice diversity. Other tracks like Mazzano as well. That was another one that I wasn't familiar with. So, oh no, who was that? That was 23. That was Kamanga. He put it into the wall. Is he all right though? Was it ghosting on? No traction control on these cars. Look at the damage to the front of the car there. So that was that's a bit of a mistake. But yeah, no traction control on these cars. So easy to do when it comes to turning around, just lighting up the rears, trying to get some heat in them, heat into the tyres, into the brakes. And he's just made a little mistake there. So ghosting's obviously off. We're technically under race conditions right now on the warm-up lap. Good thing that we're with Vert Wheeler. Might as well change up the camera angle a little bit while we're on here. Alright, 4:08 PM local time. So we might even see this race finish with a little bit of darkness. I've got a yellow flag. I don't think that's for anything. No, I wouldn't say so. Yeah. Alright, so they're all just coming around the final turns now. And we will get this one underway. This will be race 2, round 2. Kayalami of the Porsche Cup Series. Next week, it's Mazzano. And then that is it. It's been good though. I've enjoyed this tonight. 2 tiers may have been a little bit ambitious in the beginning, but it's definitely worked with the mixed grid. But you've got to sort of try these things. Alright, they're about to cross the line. We've got the green and we are go. Let's go racing. Looks like a clean start from everyone. As they come down through turn 1, through the kink. It's going to be a River Runs. He's going to lead us away, HSV. So they're going to resume their battle from last week. There's Slambo sending it up the inside. So he's moving up. Oh, Hammer got hit at the back. Where are you, Hammer? Oh, I don't know who he got hit by. But that was, he got hit at the side, I believe. Slambo, he's moved up into P2. So he's got a hot start right now. HSV, then it's Adman, I believe, as the timing screen just sorts itself out. Good to see it's not just other games that do it, but this game as well. Angry Old Fella on the back of this pack. You've got Fubble Trouble in there as well. Butler Racing. Big gaggle of cars. We've got the damaged car of Kamangu after he put it into the wall on the warm-up lap. It's a big field. All 20 cars. This is Kamangu giving chase to Max Gassett. Get back to the front though, because it was HSV. He was trying to get up past Slambo there, but the time screen hadn't updated. Butler Racing just trying to pick up the action. He's down there in P7. Kamangu, he's lost a spot there to Max Gassett. Riding that sausage curve through Cheetah. What about JCP? He's just behind Hammer. So we saw we had another first lap few corner incident again. Not too bad. He's managed to keep on going. Dean Karki, he's in there. This is down in 15, 16, 17. In the meantime, up the front though, it's that man again, and River Runs. Trying to run away from it, from Slambo. He is going to give chase, and it's HSV. And then Adman. So maybe HSV just was a bit late to qualifying. Had whatever issues he might have had in there. Didn't get a good start for race 1, but he's made up for that now. He's up here in P3 in contention. So is Adman, an angry old fella. So these 5 have kind of cleared out. So we're seeing a bit of a repeat of what happened in race 1. And then it's Fubble Trouble leading that secondary pack. And he's got Butler Racing right behind him with Branchy as well. So we've sort of got 2 and a bit packs. Exo right at the back. So I think he's had a little bit of a spin or an off somewhere. What about Bounty? He wasn't with us for race 1. He's joined us for race 2, so he's using one of the game's liveries. Obviously the ACC livery editor, a little bit limited. But I think everyone's managed to put some pretty good liveries together out there. What about Jambon? He's right behind Gaz's here. Looks like he got a pretty good drive off the last turn. He's got to tuck in right behind him, try and get a toe. As they go through turn 1, the kink is literally what it's called. It is a kink. So it's appropriately named. This is Crawthorne, turn 2. This is where we saw Hammer have that incident. Then Juski Sweep is what... Oh! And that's where Gazza goes off. So is that enough for... That was Butler, I think. Sorry. Max Gassett getting past. Yeah, so Gaz is here. Oh, we've had a few here. Oh, no, that was number 63. That was Branchy. So he's been caught up in that. Max Gassett was caught up in that as well. Oh, Max Gassett's giving him a bit of a hip and shoulder to go on with it as well. There's Team Little Bear coming in the background. So we've had a little bit of action already at the start of this one. We're about to approach the quarter way mark, 5 minutes. It's a River Runs doing his thing up front. But this is a nice little battle pack forming there. This is Butler Racing. He's tucked right up behind Bounty, who didn't race 1, but he's here for race 2. As they come, this is through the Crocodiles. Cheetah, so, oh, Bounty bouncing that car all over the place. Vic Chan just commenting on the, this track is good for reverse, I think this track is good for reverse grids, yeah. Nice big rows, we'll have a reverse grid sorted for next season, yeah. I think so. Hungaro Ring was an interesting choice for reverse grid. As Kamangu and Dean Kaki going through turn 2. Kamangu with that already damaged red and black liveried Michael Jordan tribute livery. He's down there in P13. Dean Kaki going to try and hustle past here as they come through turn 6. Sunset. Kamangu's got the inside line though. Dean Kaki still going around the long way. They have a little bit of a touch. Not enough to upset anyone, enough to drive to come off the track. I'm with you though, Vic Chan. You know what? It's hard to get it right, and you gotta try a few things before you know what works and what doesn't work. So, and that's the beauty of this. It's only 3 race series too, so it's over and done with pretty quick. You take your learnings away and go again. Maybe Monza, I thought. Oh no! Butler, maybe he was thinking about Monza because he's just almost turned it around there through the Crocodiles. He's going to get gobbled up there by Vert Wheeler and Jambon Sickle as they come through Cheetah. And he is, Vert managed to get past there in P8. He's got a few other cars who were saying, well, we'll have a little piece of that. Wouldn't mind getting past as well. That is Jambon Sickle. In front of Gaz's here, we see Hammer getting a little bit of oversteer there. Branchy is in the pits. This is Hammer. I think he's got the old Union Jack, just different colours though. The yellow and black. Maybe a Richmond supporter, possibly. I didn't even pick that up in the first race. Look at the racing between the others up ahead though. This is Jambon Sickle. Butler Racing's in front there. So is Vert Wheeler. This is good scrapping between the lot of them here. No scrapping up front though. It's 5.3 seconds between A River Runs and Adman. Angry Oldfella's 1.1 seconds behind him. Then it's HSV, so he's dropped down a couple of spots. Slambo in P5. Bubble Trouble in P6. Bounty's moved his way up into P7. Nice work, Bounty. Vert Wheeler has just swapped positions with Butler Racing. So P8 and P9. There it is, on track. Oh, this is Jambon now, looking to try and get past. Gazza will want a piece of it as well. They hit that. Oh, he got touched there. That was by Jambon. Just, he got a little bit loose over the sausage curb at Cheetah at 15. So he almost lost it. We saw Bounty bouncing through there before. Kamangu's in the draft here. He's got Jambon right behind him. This is fun. We're almost halfway through this one. This is race 2. Race 2, round 2. We've got a couple of drivers in the pits, Branchy and JCP. So just getting some repairs done. They've obviously had some sort of incident somewhere. But this has been great racing from these guys. Pretty much P10 to 13. Been all over it.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
There we go. Halfway through. Oh no! That was Vert Wheeler. Got a little nudge. I don't know if there is stewards for this. So you'd be hard pressed being a steward for this kind of racing, wouldn't you? I don't envy whoever has to do that. If we're doing it, I'm not too sure if it's being done. Alright, so we're halfway through this one. 10 minutes to go. Well, less than 10 minutes now. It's that man again. A River Runs. Oh, HSV. He's only 6/10 behind Angry Oldfella. So this is for the final podium spot. Might just quickly jump on with River, have a quick look, see how he's doing it. It's always a pleasure when you can see how the fast guys do it right on board. I don't know if River has a YouTube channel. I know JJ Penguin does. Often streams these practice sessions and races and stuff like that. You can go in there and study. He raced last night, JJ. Cruised to victory. Quite entertaining to watch. 90 minutes of Bathurst. He had pretty much the cleanest car at the end. He started P1 and finished P1, all 90 minutes. But anyway, that was last night. This is right here, right now. So this is the River Runs. So he's doing it nice and comfortably right now. He took race 1. And he is on track right now to repeat the dose. In the meantime, though, Gazza, he's down in P9. He's giving chase to that blue, black and green livery of Butler Racing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 1 see if he can get a nice drive off the final turn. Ingwe is what it's called. Love circuits with turn names. Don't get it that often with the new circuits these days. He's going to try and go around the outside at turn 2. That is the long way around for Gaz. Butler goes defensive, rightfully so. Good, hard, clean racing though. Hard and fair, that's what you want. So as they come through the sweeper, Sunset. Now this is Clubhouse. I'm not too sure why they called it Clubhouse. Like I said, research was a bit difficult on Kayalami. But yeah, the undulations of this circuit is, I think, what makes it. It's had a lot of changes over the years. As Gaza drawing ever closer to Butler Racing. These are pretty much the closest two cars on the circuit. But yeah, money dictated a lot of it, though. Changes and all sorts of stuff. As money does dictate a lot of things. Especially in motorsport. Oh! That's Gaza getting a little bit of two-wheel action. Over Cheetah, turn 15. Oh no! He's got a snap of oversteers, hit the wall out of the final turn. That's put an end to his chase of Butler Racing. He's turned it around again. So... that was shaping up like it was going to be a good little scrap to the end there. Go to have a look at Team Little Bear. He's up in P17. He started in P20, so he's having an alright race. He's moved up a few spots. He's been in the wars though. The front of that car has had contact a few times by the look of it. Dean Karki and Hammer. So we saw a nice little scrap with Hammer in race 1. Dean Karki, he's had contact with the rear or sides of a few cars by the look of it. Ooh, we'll get to HSV because it says that he's 2 tenths behind Angry Old Fella. He is 2 tenths behind him. He's right behind him. As they come through the crocodiles, Angry Old Fella runs wide. HSV is going to be able to slip through. Sliding it through Cheetah there. And he is now the owner of P3 with 4 minutes left in this race. Race 2. Round 2. He's now on the podium. HSV, can he hold it? What has Angry Old Fella got in response? Whatever he's got, he's going to have to bring it out in the next 3 minutes and 45 seconds, that's for sure. So, these guys will go all the way to the end. Obviously, no pit stops, 20-minute sprint race. Flat out, as hard as you can go for 20 minutes. Let's just have a quick look at this again. I'll try and flick between Angry Old Fella and HSV battling it out. And then you've got, this is Butler Racing and Bounty. Oh, Butler. Just a little bit of oversteer through Barbecue. I always think, oh, that was HSV. Might have had a little bit of a run a bit wide there. When I always hear that barbecue corner, I always think of Nico Hulkenberg when he was driving the Le Mans 24 hours and he said that he drove the morning stint and the sun was coming up. He said he could smell all the barbecues around the circuit. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, going to a track and sitting around, 24 hours. That's on the bucket list. That's a must do. Tell you what, HSV, he's pushing his luck. He's pushing his luck. We've seen him sort of just go on the grass a few times. He runs wide at the final turn again. We've got just over 2 minutes left in the session, in this race, race 2. He wouldn't want to give it away to this man here, angry old fella in that old gold livery. Plain and simple, yet effective. In the meantime, though, a River Runs has literally run away with it. 6 seconds up the road. He's looking to make it a clean sweep of this round. He was P1 in race 1, round 1. And then he finished in P5 for the second race. Alright, so the final 90 seconds. Angry old fella gets it a little bit wobbly. Dean Karki, I said that he was closer. He's 1.6 seconds. We'll go back to these guys. 2 closest cars on the circuit. This has been an exciting race. I've enjoyed this race too. Race 1 was pretty good as well. It's been, yeah, enjoyable evening. Hope you've enjoyed it as well, wherever you are. So where is a River? He will be beginning. We'll get the sign that he's on the final lap momentarily. He's about to cross the line. Angry.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Alright, leader is on the final lap. Angry old fella. He did a 90-minute Bathurst Enduro GT4 last night. He had a retro livery. Retro super cheap auto livery. Looked pretty good in the Mercedes. And he did well last night. Came home... Oh, top 5. Let's say top 5. Can't remember where though. What about Butler Racing? He is 8 tenths behind Kamangu. So Kamangu's had a good race. Barring his mishap on the warm-up lap as the clock goes 000. So on the final lap. He started P12. He's up to P8. So nice result for Kamangu. We've got a River Runs just coming through the S's now. Turn 9. Literally called the S's. Now through Lukop. We'll pick him up very, very shortly. But it looks like this one's going to sort of peter out a little bit. There's no last lap, last minute battles. Probably the closest got was these two. This is Bert Wheeler and D. Karki. They're for P12, P13. We'll get back to them in a moment. But we'll ride this man home as he comes through Cheetah. Stays right away from that sausage curb. Once again, that car is clean as a whistle. Number 100. River Runs has definitely made it his house tonight. He takes out 2 for 2. Round 2, race 2.
Has finished the race.
Second race win for the night. Adman giving us a flash of the lights. He takes home P2. HSV, a well-earned P3. So good job from him. Angry old fella, P4. So it's pretty close there in the end amongst all of them. There wasn't massive gap. Slambo comes home P5. He might have had a sort of gave him the tap into a few people. Fubble Trouble. P6. So he started in P7. He's moved up 1 spot. Bounty. Didn't race in race 1, started P14, brings it home P7. Well done to Bounty. We saw him throwing it through Cheetah there earlier. Kamangu, great result for him. Well done with the Michael Jordan tribute livery. Butler just pulls it right over. Hammer, P10. He started P17 in that race. Good result for him. Gaza, he's been in the wars. Gaza, he's there in 11th. Well done, Gaza. Vert Wheeler. He's coming around. Vert started in P13. He finishes P12. Solid result for him. Oh, here we go. Dean Karki. And, has he swapped positions with Jambon Sickle? No, Jambon Sickle might have got past Exo. So Dean Karki's going to finish 13th. 14th is Jambon. And then Exo comes across the line with the lights are blazing. And it's Team Little Bear bringing up the rear. So that was, here he comes. He's going to come across the line. We'll watch him till the end. His bonnet flapping away. Well, bonnet, or do you call it the boot lid? Being a rear-engine car. Anyway, semantics. That is it. So that's the results for race 2, round 2. A River Runs does it again. Makes it a clean sweep of the round. Congratulations to A River Runs. 2 from 2 tonight. Took the clean sweep. Adman had a strong result. He qualified in P4 for race 2. Takes out P2. HSV started P2, finishes P3. Angry Old Fella. He started in P5, finished P4, and then Slambo as well. He had started P3 and finished P5, and that's the rest of it. So that is it. That's nice and quick one. That was fun. So that was round 2, the double header again. We had 20 cars in there on the second one. So obviously we combined the tiers tonight, which was awesome. I thought it worked really well. Thanks for watching. So that pretty much wraps it up. So good night. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your Friday and your weekend.